Hey there, everybody, it's your friend Jarella, the ever-loving Levi Lost, coming at you once again, and this time I have the trade paperback of Night of the Red Panda, as published by Dakota Ring Theater. This was written by Gregg Taylor, and the art is done by Dean Kotz. I point that out because I've covered the first trade paperback of Red Panda comics early on in this channel's history. It was Mask of the Red Panda. It was a 3-issue miniseries. This is a 12-issue miniseries made up of I don't have that many fingers on this hand, but 6 stories divided amongst 12 issues. So each issue is 13 to 15 pages. Each story's 2 issues. It was originally published digitally on Comixology, and just recently was bundled up into a trade paperback, which I was really looking forward to. I was kind of surprised when I saw it because I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, they did it. I was wondering when they're going to get around to it. I really wanted them to because I had seen the motion comics made off of this. If you go to Dakota Ring Theater's YouTube page, they have motion comics that are just the comic books listed here, and full audio cast reenactments of it, which is really good because if you don't know, Dakota Ring Theater is a podcast which they do old-time radio, sort of pulp radio, sort of stories, mysteries mostly. 2 of the characters are Red Panda and Flying Squirrel, sort of a superhero thing. And then they have another set of characters in a show titled Blackjack Justice, which is a sort of Maltese Falcon, Humphrey Bogart-ish mystery series. They're all really good, and I suggest you listen to them. You can find a lot of the episodes on Dakota Ring Theater's YouTube channel. Anyways, just getting to the book itself. I enjoyed it, to be honest with you. Of course, there were a few moments here where things just weren't sort of adding up to me. Sometimes the art looked a little sloppy, to be honest with you, and some of the character designs didn't match the images I had in my head from listening to the radio dramas. And that's fine. That's going to happen regardless of what's going on, but I just felt it was a bit too off, to be honest. Like, let's see if I can find what I'm talking about. One of these characters is called the Mad Monkey. Let's see if I can find a good shot of him. He's this guy here in the green coat. Here he is. This is one of the cases where the character, as shown here, didn't exactly match the image in my head, which this is really close. I was imagining a really tall, lanky guy in sort of this bright colored outfit, which is what we get. I don't know, there's just something off about it. It's fine, it's good. But there's just something a little bit off about it. But the one that really didn't match for me was this one. This is a character, this lady here, she's a character called Professor Zombie, and her whole shtick is she has this drug called necronium that will turn people into mindless drones, zombies really, and sort of a little bit of the new sense of the word zombie, which is living dead, and the old sense of the word zombie, which is brainwashed victim of voodoo. This is sort of a mix in between of those things. But anyways, her character design I didn't really care for because in the audio dramas I kind of imagined her more as a what's the word I'm looking for? It's the woman who married Humphrey Bogart. She was in The Big Sleep. I don't know her name, but I'm forgetting it. More of a character like that than like this, I should have thought of it. Lauren, yeah, Bacall. Her last name was Bacall. I forget her first name at the moment. But yeah, that's more of a type of character I was imagining over this. But that's minor details and stuff like that. Overall, the coloring in this book is a big improvement than it was in the first trade paperback. Because I think this is more dynamic, it's more colorful, more bright, more contrasting than it was in the first trade paperback. I think they really improved in that area. The artwork is a lot more the same, it's the same artist and everything. But even there's an improvement because some of the things seem more fleshed out. Now, of course, there are some moments where, like I said, I think it's a bit sloppier, so I think it's a bit more rushed. But you have pages like this, which really seem to be the key essence of what they're going for, the sort of style they're looking at. Sort of that old Pulp Fiction type stuff. Which is really, what they're going for. what they're going for in this book is an homage of sorts to the old Pulp Fiction comics, things like The Spirit, maybe the original Blue Beetle stories, The Shadow, things of that nature. And that's what they've accomplished. They've accomplished what they set out to do, because this is Pulp Fiction for a modern age. It's 144 pages for about $20. I bought it new, which is I think this is the only trade paperback in my collection that I bought at full price, believe it or not. But I just had to have it because I'm such a fan, and I really enjoyed it. You might want to wait around a little, get a used one if someone decides to resell. But I don't know. I'd say just buy it new to give the Dakota Ring Theater guys a few bucks to buy some coffee or something. But anyways, I liked it. It had a few slogged parts, but still I enjoyed it. They set out what they accomplished to do, which is Pulp Fiction for a modern age. I just like everything that comes out of Dakota Ring Theater. I'm a real big fan of theirs, because I just like that old Pulp Fiction, old time radio sort of stuff. It really, really does something for me. But anyways, that's all I have to say about that. So I'll talk to you next time here on Levite Lost.